No shots, no pills, no machines. Pay very close attention to the next 5 minutes and we can change your life forever. Pain pills are the largest killers of our body, especially your immune system. Use your brain, not your fingers or your wrist, to open a bottle of pills. Pay attention to everything you see and hear, and you can become a new person. This is Myotherapy. Find your trigger points and you will know part of the secrets and puzzles that have kept most of us in the dark regarding pain. Myotherapy Mondays, welcome. I'm Laura Lee, I'm a Master Myotherapist, and myo means muscle and therapy means to heal. And what I'm offering is Laura Lee's mailbag at gmail.com for questions, but if you want to get in the mailbag, which is right over here, let's go ahead and see what's going on in the mailbag today. Okay, let's see here. Dear Laura Lee, I have a stabbing shooting pain going down my leg on the outside. Sometimes it burns. I think I might be dealing with sciatica. Can myotherapy help me? Robert from Texas. Yes, I met my husband working on him he had sciatica. Anyway, he died. But myotherapy lives on and so do I. So sciatica just reminds me of my husband. On how it worked so well for him, he was amazed. And we ended up hanging out. But, Robert, let me show you what you do for sciatica. First of all, you don't start where the pain hurts. And sciatica usually comes down and it either branches off right here or goes all the way down your leg and sort of goes on each edge of the leg. So what we want to do is we want to get rid of that sciatica altogether. So the tools that we're going to need are, if you're going to do self-myotherapy, is these two tools right here. This is a Bodo and this is a crook. And these books right here that show you diagram piece by piece on where to hold the trigger points. Now, why do you hold the trigger points and how do you do that? I will demonstrate right now. So what we're looking for is trigger points. And trigger points are sore spots that get stuck in your muscles when you overuse or injure a muscle. So we collect a lot of them as we go. And as we grow older, we're just sort of collecting them and they're just getting bigger and bigger as far as how many are in our system. So to get rid of the trigger points and de-trigger them, you use a ischemic compression technique. And that technique is basically, we myotherapists use our elbows, our knuckles, and our thumbs. And the person where you're working on is always in control, meaning it's an active therapy and they give me feedback. So as I work on their muscles, I go in slow and I hold 7 seconds and then I release slowly and then I go to the next trigger point. So what I expect from them to do is let me know how deep to go, because I can't feel it, but they can on a scale of 1 to 3. So 1, it's just pressure. They don't feel anything at all. 2, it's a sensation, which could be sharp or hot or hurt so good, or dropping a pebble in water and how it rings out. It's okay with your body, but it's a little uncomfortable, but not too bad. 3 would be painful. It hurts. Your other muscles are starting to contract up. It's defeating the purpose. It lights other trigger points up. It's not how tough you are, how macho you are. That goes out the window. No pain, no gain. That's out the window. You want to listen to your muscles when you do myotherapy. So when you feel it as a 2, you let the person know. If it goes into 3, they will back off. If you say 1, they'll press harder. So you're in the driver's seat. So that's one part of the myotherapy. The myotherapist finds the trigger points, de-triggers you, and your muscles have memory. So they forget. And they're going to want to go back to that spasm state whenever you do your activity. So what you want to do is re-educate the muscle through corrective movements. Corrective movements that you do throughout the day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, when you go to bed. Something you can attach it to, because the hardest part is to remember to do them. Even though pain's a good motivator. But what you want to realize, it only takes 2 minutes to do these corrective movements. If it's taking you much longer than that, you're holding them too long, which means you're doing strengthening. We're just looking for range of motion at this moment. So to work on sciatic, what you're going to do is you got this tool, and you got this tool, and you got your charts. You turn it to the page that tells you to work on your gluteal muscles. Your gluteal muscles are really important to address first. The reason is because all the lower body muscles attach here and all your upper body muscles attach here. So you want to make sure that these are simmered down before you do anything else. And then we're going to, depending on the history, that you have, Robert, helps me determine where to go. But there's general basic lines that you do for the first session. So what you're going to do is you're going to put the wooden dowel against the wall, and then you're going to lean into it, and then you're going to follow the directions in the book as you go. You're going to hold it for how long? Yes. 7 seconds, you got it. And then you're going to go on to the next trigger point. You want to be gentle on yourself. You don't want to push through, because what will happen is you'll be more sore the next day. Like if you went in for a workout in the gym or did an activity you haven't done for a long time, you know that after day feeling sort of painful, like, wow, did the truck hit me? No, I overdid it in the gym, and I wasn't there for a long time. So that's the same thing with myotherapy. You only want to do myotherapy every 24 hours. That's ideal, because you don't want to cause inflammation. So I'm working on the gluteal muscles. There's a pants pocket, and there's 3 points on the side that you do, and you follow it along in your book. And then what you want to do, Robert, is you want to sit on the floor, or actually this is the tool that I want to show you how to use this tool. You can go up your back. There's a thing called the belt line, and as he follows through, the belt line is where you crease when you lean over to the side, and where you crease is you go to your spine. Never press on the spine, always next to the spine, because we're working on the muscles. And this is a way where you can work on yourself if you can't reach it. So with these 2 tools, you can reach pretty much every muscle on your body. So what you want to do, Robert, is you want to get up on the table and kick your shoes off, or get on the floor, and you're going to place the wooden dowel. You're going to place it right above your knee, and you're just going to lay your leg on top of it. And if you don't feel any number 2, the 2 number at all, then what you want to do is lean forward, and that sort of wedges that bodo into your muscles, because hamstrings are usually really tight on people. Because guess what? When we sit, they're contracted. It feels so good. So I'm not holding for 7 seconds, but you get the idea, because of demonstration purposes. So you go up to using these books. Here's the tools, and then what you can do is you can go down your leg here for your calf muscles. But this can be difficult if you if your back hurts you or whatever. So there's another way of doing that, and what you do is you can just work on your calves this way, taking the wooden dowel, the bodo, and just pressing down, holding for 7 seconds. Going in slowly, coming out slowly. You guys are a good group. Anyway, so we'll go on the side like this for the Achilles tendon. That feels really great. So then on the inside of your leg, you're going to want to work on the inside of your leg. So you can prop up a pillow right here and then work on the inside. And it shows you right in the charts where to go, and now you know how long to hold them, going in gently. Now what you're going to do for the outside of your leg, which is really key, is you're going to use the wall again. We use leverage and gravity as much as we can in myotherapy, and as a myotherapist, it's way easier than doing massage, because we use that gravity, and it's way easier in our body, saying. Anyway, so what I'm going to do, I'm just pressing, I put the wooden dowel against the wall here, the flat side against the wall, and then I'm just leaning my leg into it, finding the trigger point, and I would hold it for, 7 seconds. Okay, so that's the outside of your leg. So what you want to do for your thighs, which are really important too, is if you can just dangle your legs for your thighs, to work on your thighs, that's ideal, but it's not necessary, but it's just easier. You can use the wooden dowel here, following your charts again. You're just going to have and this takes about an hour to do it, but with myotherapy, you can do it here and there. You can do like 10 minutes here. If you got a chance, you're waiting on for a bus or something. And just remember where you were at and where you left off, and then continue on so you're not keeping on doing the same points. So the chart will tell you where to go on that. So let me show you some corrective movements to do with this. For sciatica, you want to go ahead, and an important one is actually the sideline stretch, which you're going to lie on your side, and you're going to relax your head, and you're going to bring your leg up, and you're going to extend it, and then you're going to relax it. So up, extend, and then relax. And I have, again, a video explaining that too. So also important one is the the thread the needle. So you can get on your hands and knees, put your ear down to the ground. You're going to come up looking at your hands all the way. And you're going to do all these exercises 4 times each. And then you're going to do the other side. Again, I did do all 4 because I am doing demonstration. But this is the idea, is that you just want range of motion. I'm not holding it or anything like that. Okay, now what you want to do for your leg muscles is you're going to point your feet forward, toes forward a little bit further than hip width apart. And then you're going to work on the inside of your legs, and you're just going to shift from one side to the other. And you're going to feel that easy, slow. Let your body tell you what to do instead of you telling your body what to do. Okay? Now that's for the inside of your leg. So for the hamstrings, you just come down just like this, and you turn and you come down, keeping your legs straight, toes pointing forward, and nice and easy. This is called the flexibility bounce. Just like this. That's for the hamstrings. If you're feeling it in your low back, don't do that exercise. Okay, for your calf muscles, you would typically use a stair, but I have this here, so you're going to put your feet on. I'm going to hold on to something. You always want to hold on to something when you do these exercises. So you're going to put your feet, and you're going to just drop your heel below parallel of the stair. It's ideal. You're holding on to things. Then you're going to point your toes forward or in like a duck, or out like a duck. I'm not sure which one, but anyway, you get the idea, because the same thing with a flexibility bounce, we're three-dimensional. We're not one, so we want to make sure we get all the muscles. Okay, so for the front of your leg right here, what you want to do is put your foot behind your other leg and then bend down, making sure your big toe is touching the ground. And that stretches this muscle right here. Again, you're going to be doing these 4 times, each 4 times a day until your pain goes away. So the idea is to remove the trigger points, reinforce 4 to 6 sessions, do the corrective movements according to protocol, and before you know it, you will be pain-free or have great relief of your pain. If it's muscular, Laura Lee's mailbag at gmail.com if you want some more information, myotherapyhealthcare.com. And if you want to get into the mailbag, P.O. Box 64, Apple Beach, California, 93424. Now, if you're not writing this down, you better get in here, because you might lose this in the YouTube world, or whatever world this lands in. Because this is all about helping you, help yourself, and be proactive in your own health. So love life, and life will love you back, and we will see you in the next video. And just keep on sending me these letters, and I will keep answering. All right, bye-bye for now.